A non-citizen is a person who has not been recognized as having this effective link to the country where he or she is located. There are different groups of non-citizens, including permanent residents, migrants, refugees, asylum seekers, victims of trafficking, foreign students, temporary visitors, other kinds of non-immigrants, and stateless people. While each of these groups may have rights based on separate legal regimes, the problem faced by most, if not all, non-citizens are very similar. This common concern affects approximately 175 million individuals worldwide, or 3% of the world population. Fundamental right and freedom for non-citizen, or where can we call non-national. Right, firstly, right to life, liberty and security of the person. Protection from arbitrary detention, freedom from torture and cruel, inhuman or degrading treatment or punishment, right of detained non-citizen to contact consular official. Non-citizens have an inherent right to life, protected by law, and may not be arbitrarily deprived of life. They also have the right to liberty and security of the person. All individuals, including non-citizens, must be protected from arbitrary detention. If non-citizens are lawfully deprived of their liberty, they must be treated with humanity and with respect for the inherent dignity of their person. They must not be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhuman or degrading treatment or punishment, and may not be held in slavery or servitude. Detained non-citizens have the right to contact consular official, and the receiving state must notify them of this right. States are obligated to respect the human rights of detainees, including legal protection, irrespective of whether they are in the territory of the state in question. Where persons find themselves within the authority and control of a state, and where a circumstance of armed conflict may be involved, their fundamental right may be determined in part by reference to international humanitarian law as well as international human rights law. States must allow a competent tribunal to determine the legal status of each detainee pursuant to international humanitarian law. In particular, Article 5 of the Geneva Convention relative to the treatment of prisoners of war, where it may be considered that the protection of international humanitarian law do not apply. However, such persons remain the beneficiaries at least of the non-derogable protection under international human rights law. In short, no person under the authority and control of a state, regardless of his or her circumstance, is devoid of legal protection for his or her fundamental and non-derogable human rights if the legal status of detainees is not clarified. The rights and protection to which they may be entitled under international or domestic law cannot be said to be the subject of effective legal protection by the state. So-called international zone administered by state to detain non-citizens, and where such non-citizens are denied legal authorization, are a legal fiction, and a state cannot avoid its international human rights responsibility. State and international organizations must also ensure that measures taken in the struggle against terrorism do not discriminate in purpose or effect on ground of race or national or ethnic origin. State may nonetheless arrest or detain non-citizen or non-national against whom action is being taken with a view to deportation or extradition, regardless of whether such detention is reasonably considered necessary. For example, to prevent those non-citizen or non-national from committing offence or flee.